Hello, my name is Steve Lang, and I'm a Developer Tools Specialist at Microsoft, based in Colorado, USA. In this short video, I'm going to provide a quick look at Microsoft's Application Lifecycle Management solution. Microsoft's ALM platform, led by Visual Studio, Team Foundation Server, and Visual Studio Online, fully integrate every actor into the development lifecycle. The tools provide best-in-class capabilities for business analysts, project managers, developers, testers, release and operations managers, and even stakeholders. This provides teams much better traceability and predictability, effectively opening up that historical black box of software development. Even though Visual Studio and TFS are pretty commonplace, we find that many organizations don't know the full potential of those tools' capabilities. They use Visual Studio just to use it, but don't get their full bang for their buck. So let's try to change that. Let's take the next few minutes for a very quick look at the potential of the Microsoft ALM platform. Microsoft ALM is all about enabling value delivery at every phase of the lifecycle. From an analyst or project manager putting new requirements on the backlog to a project team grooming that backlog, everything starts with a plan. That plan pushes work to dev and test teams, leveraging quality-centric tools to build whatever needs to be built. Later, that output is released through a delivery pipeline, ultimately ending up in a production environment. Ideally, that release is then vetted, monitored, and communicated back to the development teams, enabling them to learn and improve in a short, efficient, continuous cycle. There are several areas where having a robust, integrated set of ALM tools, and not just siloed tools for each role, can contribute to this enablement of value delivery through continuous learning and feedback. Let's take a tour around this cycle to see how this works. This is Microsoft's ALM platform from 50,000 feet. At its core, you see Team Foundation Server or Visual Studio Online, serving as the central nervous system for the application lifecycle. These applications provide multiple integrated services that the various actors on a project team can leverage. First, we give you a clean, intuitive dashboard that provides at-a-glance information about your projects, from data about your current sprint to summary data about your team efforts as a whole. And this is completely customizable. You can also use the backlog to manage your ideas and requirements, or drill down easily to see the work associated with each of these items. You can also use a Kanban board to better visualize your team's work, to help you find bottlenecks in your in your process, and check on your team's velocity. We also let you drill deeper to look at a specific sprint, viewing tasks at hand, their status, and your team's overall capacity. Need more visualization for your sprint? Use the task board to view the tactical work of your team. Drag and drop these cards just as you would on a physical task board. In fact, pretty much any artifact in TFS or VSO can be visualized by more than just a list. So no team is great without collaboration. Luckily, collaboration sits at the core of Microsoft's ALM platform. Leverage capabilities like team rooms to centralize team discussions and view project-specific notifications like build updates, bug fixes, and code review completions. You can also work together to provide better context for your requirements on your backlog with integrated storyboarding using Microsoft PowerPoint. Now, even though Visual Studio has been around for a long time, it doesn't mean that we haven't stopped innovating on it. Quality is throughout Visual Studio, with integrated code visualization tools such as code maps. These are great to help you understand the nuances of code relationship and execution flow. Need to debug really fast? Leverage IntelliTrace as a DVR for your debugging session, allowing you to navigate both forward and backward through your call stack. This saves a ton of time when doing that tough debugging session. Rather than open up a bunch of panes to get context about what you're looking at, take advantage of CodeLens to get a heads-up display of your code. This will tell you things like references, version control history, authors, and linked items such as bugs. Developers enjoy the flexibility of using either TFVC or Team Foundation version control or Git for their version control systems. Visual Studio and TFS don't mind, so pick which one works best for your project. Ready to commit some code? Check in your changes automatically to link to that task, bug, whatever that you're working on. This provides context for your change and creates some great traceability for the rest of your team. For testers, create, manage, and execute your test cases right in line with the rest of your project. Putting tests side by side with the work, code, and builds better align dev and QA teams to work together for a higher quality output. And to help your application scale, you can leverage the elastic load testing capabilities of Visual Studio Online. Give it a target, describe the load, and off it goes. Now, of course, there's nothing to test without a build. So let VSO's build service provide the heartbeat of your development effort by compiling, running tests, and optionally handing off that build to a release service to deploy that application through a release pipeline. Speaking of release, take advantage of release management to help you provide a delivery pipeline, predictably pushing out your output between different environments, all while providing full traceability and approval. Another great option is to let Visual Studio Online continuously deploy directly to Azure using deployment slots in Azure websites. The net benefit of this entire integrated solution is not just quality, but continuous learning. Microsoft ALM allows teams to solicit feedback from stakeholders at any point, yielding smaller, cheaper course corrections rather than large, expensive ones. The platform also provides programmatic feedback as well via Application Insights. App Insights funnels all sorts of telemetry about your application's health, helping you to detect problems before your end users do. Microsoft's ALM platform really boils down to allowing teams to open up that black box of software development, giving them 360-degree views of the how, why, when, where, and what of a development effort. The more you can see, the better you can adjust for success. So the next time you open up Visual Studio or connect to TFS, take a deeper look. There are quality and productivity tools everywhere. You just need to start using them. Let your Microsoft team help you get from this much bang for your buck all the way down to this much and gain that much more productivity. As you can see, Microsoft ALM tools are broad and deep, but surprisingly easy to leverage. Let me help you uncover more if you need it. So thank you for your time, and I hope you found this video worth your while.